welcome to Turbulent Streams. In today's video, we're going to be going over my personal 5 favorite skate parks and the new skate. Jumping right into it, we're at the Rolling Wave Skate Park in Market Mile. Now, this is without a doubt probably one of my favorite skate parks in the entire map right now, if not my favorite. There is just a little bit of everything here for everybody. Kind of looking out over here right now, we'll throw it up on the map real quick so you guys can get a feel for it on the map. But you kind of have like 3 different sections of this, really. So you have this red side over here that has a few bowls, and then like this like little like wavy vert section that you can kind of ride through, and then there's the blue side over here that has some more vert transitional kind of spots. Then you have this outer part right here that is a lot of street features, which make it for a really fun street line. This park in general, it has a little bit for everybody. Whether you want to be a street skater, you want to be a vert skater, you want to get some crazy air time and some crazy hang time. Lots of opportunities to get creative by, like jumping off the buildings and trying to land on some of the vert features and dropping in and stuff like that, or even hitting some crazy gaps in here. Or like I said, if you want to be a more realistic skater, there's plenty of that at this park as well. Lots of good times for pretty much everybody, whether you're looking for, no matter what you're looking for. So without further ado, we are going to jump into the park, and you guys will be able to see a little bit of what's going on here at the Rolling Waves Market Mile Skate Park. So you get some intense speed off of that roll, and especially when you drop in off of that roof like that. Like I was saying before, here's this blue side, very wavy. The name of the park fits the park very well, as you can see. Fun little transitional spots. Come over here, you have more of the same, and some more vert features, and here's kind of like just like a lot of wavy fun ways to string together, fun features to kind of like string together over on this side of the park. And then we'll go into the street area. So it kind of starts up over here, or you can start it up on the other side, but either way you can throw down a pretty cool line. And we will come over on this side, and we will kind of run through the little street side real quick. If you're like me, you like to land sketchy because it adds a little bit of like some steez to everything. But once you get further down in the street side, you start getting a lot more features that you can do stuff off of, do fun things with. I'm just kind of going through to try to make sure you guys get a feel for the entire park. And that is the street side. And then this is that other little wavy section that I was talking about that is connected to the red side. So you can kind of do some vert in here a little bit. Kind of hard with how steep the walls are right there, but it's definitely fun to kind of like pump through, kind of a nice little pump track, and then it kind of spouts out of this tunnel right back in the center of this park. And then you have kind of more of the waviness. Very fun to just kind of go through, pumping through. Alright, the number 2 spot on the list for me is going to be the Tri-Towers Mega Skate Park. This is about as close as we get as to like a true skate mega park right now. This is likely the best place for like the most extreme air. It's interconnected from 3 rooftops. On the current rooftop that I'm on, you ride off of it, land down in a pool on a second roof, and then you will then jump out of the pool and onto a third roof. It's pretty fun. It's very fast paced. You can get quite a bit of air as long as you do everything right. Can be a little pain in the ass to hit perfectly to get the right amount of speed for everything, but it is a really fun place to goof off at and have some fun, especially if you have some friends playing with you. Showed you guys where it is on the map. It is right here. So there is the Towers Terrace fast travel point here, and if you're a little further in the game, there is actually a fast travel point on top of the roof that I'm on currently. But you can kind of see it here. So right here I'm on the roof, and you will come down and you will jump into this blue slide looking thing that's on another roof. And then from there you will shoot off of this and land on this roof over here that has a very large quarter pipe on it. And that's just, kind of the course itself. So we'll give you guys a quick run through of this. Hopefully I can get all three buildings. That's coming in, we're landing decent, and we're hitting this. Oh, we got blocked. It's alright, we'll try it again real quick for you guys. But you guys kind of get the gist. You jump from one roof to another roof, and then to another roof. And I think that one we got. We didn't quite land it, but I think you guys understand. Some pretty crazy airtime. You can do some pretty crazy tricks, especially if you are able to land and ride out this roof and hit this quarter pipe. You can do some pretty fun stuff there, and then you can even like come down from landing off the quarter pipe and hit this. And if you do it perfectly, you can actually land down in this pool down here that you can kind of caveman off of and land down in. And you can actually land that. It is pretty cool, pretty fun. Like I said, it's probably one of the best places to get hang time in air right now. And this is what I call the Tri-Towers Mega Rooftop. Alright. For the third place, you're going to want to fast travel to the 5 Points Fast Travel in Hedgemont. I guess this is technically considered Gilchrist Village, but you'll come down here and you'll just kind of ride down into this area right here, and this takes you to the canal. The canal is by far one of my favorite spots for street skating. Lots of fun little features and fun little gaps to hit, plenty of rails, ledges to do all sorts of cool stuff. And you can just really kind of throw together a really fun line. And it's quite long, so you have quite a bit of time and space to really do some cool stuff. Lots of fun street opportunities. And there's even some, like crazy opportunities if you want to go on the more unrealistic side of things. And you can actually start jumping off of some of these ledges and balconies and roofs to drop in onto some of these slanted things. This is kind of like almost like a little mini mega, if you will. But you can even jump off this roof or jump off these ledges here, land in here, and try to jump the bridge right here. Lots of opportunities though, guys. It's a really fun place to skate in my opinion. Okay, so for the fourth spot, this is the Strand Street Mega Course. You can get here by fast traveling to the SV Lokes Hangout, and then just kind of walk right over here. It'll put you right up on the building. I'll give you guys an aerial view of where I'm at currently, but you can't zoom down too terribly much. But this is the starting building right here, and there's a big roll-in and ramp that you jump to the other building that has the rest of the course. And it's just right here. Like I said, if you have this fast travel already unlocked, you can just fast travel right here, or it's the buildings that are right across from the big museum, cathedral park kind of thing. So that's, it's hard to miss. It's a big rooftop course. If you're riding by or skating somewhere close, you'll probably be able to see it and you'll be able to go right over there. But this is it. We're going to throw a marker up here. I think this is a really fun mega course. It's not quite, I don't think it's like a true mega course, at least by skate standards. Skate's been known to go pretty big on the previous games when it comes to the mega courses that they did. Not quite as big air as the Tri-Towers Mega Roof course, but lots of opportunities still here. Fun place to throw down a vert in a mega line. It really is. Big drop in, come across here, land on the roll in, hit a nice another little kicker right there. We messed that up, so we'll run it back again. But I do really thoroughly enjoy this, and I do once again find myself coming over here quite a bit just to kind of hang out and do some fun stuff on the ramps. And yeah, so that's this. For right here, for some reason, I can never seem to make this jump without pushing pretty much all the way through the little up and down right there, but it is kind of fun to see if you can try to make the jump back. It is possible. I was really close right there. But yeah, so this is the Strand Street Mega Course. Fun spot to throw down some mega lines. You don't get the craziest air in the world here, but still really fun to skate through. The fifth and final spot on my list today, we have the P House, the parking house, the giant, massive parking garage that is in Ghoulcrest Village. It's probably most famous for the big roll in with the jump that shoots you into the church, or some people have found ways to pick up enough speed to even try to jump the church. But it's so much. It's on my list because it's more than just that. There's a lot of fun little gaps, ledges, railings, all sorts of good little street spots as well as vert spots throughout the many floors of this parking garage. This is the very top roof. Obviously, like I said, it's definitely most famous for what I'm doing right here. The big roll in, drop in, where you shoot into the church and you ultimately absolutely wreck yourself because there's really not a great landing spot. But these guys right here, they're using it for other reasons. There's fun places to try to skate, street style, vert style, whatever you want to do. There's something that you can probably figure out to do here. Like I said, each floor has different little spots. Some have more than others, some need a little bit more creativity than others, but in general, it is a fun spot to hang out at for a little while. It's fun to go through each floor to try to create your own line on each floor. So before I end today's video, I do want to throw some honorable mentions in there to spots that I find really fun. Here, if you want to go to this fast travel right here, which I'm already at, we will be able to walk across the street and go into House of the Rolling Reverence. And, it's a small skate park by all means, but I do think it has some fun character, and you can throw some fun lines together in here. In general, for as realistic skating goes, this is, I think, one of the better parks, and I definitely think deserves to be mentioned. It's not in my top 5 for personal reasons. It's all just my opinion at the end of the day, but I do think that it deserves to at least be mentioned because I do genuinely have fun throwing some lines together in this park. Next honorable mention, we are going to be going to the Bonsky Skate Park. It is right here. It has actually, the fast travel point is labeled after it. You just kind of spawn in there and you just come right over here. It's not the craziest park in the world. It's one of your classic under a bridge skate parks. Lots of vert, lots of transitional spots. Not really a street spot by any means, but it is. It has a few fun vert and transitional areas in the park, as well as some fun opportunities to try to ramp off or jump off some of the roofs in the area and land in the park itself. It's an okay park. I think it deserves to be mentioned, but I definitely don't think it deserved to be on my top 5 best places to skate in the new skate. And third, but not finally, is the starting plaza that you first wind up into. So if you want to go to the first extrovert skate shop that you find on the map, it is right here, this Hardcore Plaza. Street skating wise, it's, I think, full of opportunities. There's lots of opportunities for fun little jumps. Personally, I really like coming up onto the roof of the skate shop, throwing down my marker, and I like kind of riding down and jumping off to the left here, hitting this gap in, and then I'll try to come up and either manual or grind across this ledge and then jump back off. That's one of my favorite things to do at the plaza. But there are a lot of other options, especially for street skaters and people who want to do some more realistic skating in the game. lots of open area and opportunities for some of the quick drop assets, as well as just kind of riding around, goofing around, and seeing what you can come up with. And that's really, why I put this on my honorable mention, because early game I did spend a lot of time here just like finding out new ways to hit certain things, and just skating around with a lot of the other people that were online, just kind of goofing off, having fun at the end of the day. So thank you for watching the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed.